Hello and welcome to December, a time of year that can be really fun and exciting for many of us, and a time of year that can be very overwhelming for many of us, and also a time of year where we start to drop our health goals. So let's talk about why that might be the case, other than the obvious of us being really busy. So you will notice that some people will just drop everything, and you'll notice that some people will plod along and continue. And why? Why is there two different types of people? Why do these people not find Christmas a difficult time of year to sustain their health goals? Well, in fact, both people are experiencing similar things, but this person doesn't have a perfectionist mindset and this person does. So it all comes back to that very popular belief that was through the 70s, 80s, 90s, yo-yoing. So if it's not punishing, then it's not working. If you don't feel really hungry and restricted, then you're not going to lose weight. If your exercise doesn't feel awful, then it's not going to work. You're not going to get strong. And in actual fact, that is wrong. That is so wrong. It is the opposite of the truth. So it's not a sustainable approach at all. It works for on average about 3 weeks. And then you give up because you've told yourself you're not good enough. Why can't I achieve this? Why can't I do it this way? I'm not good enough. I'm not the kind of person that can do this. That is wrong. You are the kind of person that can do it. You're just too harsh on yourself. Nobody can do that like that. And there's always going to be things that get in the way, like Christmas. Christmas is a big one. There's going to be times in the year that you're sick. There's going to be times in the year that you're really busy. There's going to be times in the year that you're unexpectedly busy. And we have to be okay with that. If you're the kind of person that isn't okay with that and gets yourself really upset about that, then the likelihood is we probably will throw it all out the window because you're giving yourself too hard a time. So start to talk to yourself like you would talk to anybody else. Start to talk to yourself like you would talk to someone that you love, because you should love yourself. And you wouldn't tell someone that you love, you're not good enough because you didn't do that exercise. You didn't do an hour of exercise every day, Monday to Friday, like you said you were going to do. You wouldn't say that. What you would say is, was that really realistic? No. So let's not make that a plan for next week. Let's readjust our plans. Let's edit our plans because that wasn't realistic. You knew you had a busy week coming up. So let's say we'll take the home workouts, your daily 4. Instead of saying that you're going to do 5 sets of them, let's say this week that's going to be really busy, let's try and do 1 a day. And if I can do more than that, great, brilliant, I'll celebrate that. That's amazing. But if I can only get 1 in a day, great, I'll celebrate that. That's amazing. Because every penny in the jar counts. All right? It doesn't take away. Just because you've done less today, it doesn't take away from you putting in that effort. So please don't have all your eggs in one basket. Please don't give yourself a hard time. If you have been ill, if you're overwhelmed, if you're tired, do what you can. Play the cards that you've got this week, and next week is a fresh week. This week doesn't come back to haunt us, whether it was great or whether it was overwhelming and we didn't get as much done as we wanted to do. So start to talk to yourself like you love yourself. And on that note, let's talk a little bit about somatic movement. So I was talking about it a bit today in work. And often we move in this way where we're so rushed, even when we're strength training. And really, we don't want to. We want time under tension in strength training. So the longer you can do the move for, the harder you're working. So what I want you to start to think about is, I don't want to breathe with my movements, because you'll start to move really fast all the time and breathe really fast all the time. And then your central nervous system is going through the roof. What we want to do is we want to start to move with our breath. So if I'm getting you to do something where you're up and you're down and you're up and you're down, you're going really fast, the first thing I'm going to think is, are you moving with your breath? Do you breathe that fast? Probably not. So in your daily 4s this week, I want you to start to move with your breath. So do not do the next stage. If it's a push-up, for example, do not push until you're ready for that exhale. And then come down when you're ready for that inhale. Okay, so that is your homework this week. Move with your breath, not the opposite. And just before we go, I just want to say that your yoga, your meditation, it is all Strala guided. Therefore, the somatic movement is incorporated within that. It's all about getting in touch with you and who you are, particularly your relax. So when you're taking that time to explore, make sure you're getting into those areas of your body that you don't often feel when your mind's going a million times an hour. Really feel where you need to go and ease everything off, and be kind to yourself. It is December. It's a difficult time of year. It's fun, but it can be difficult. So please be kind to yourself. And in that way, you're more likely to do the things that you want to do because you're happier. You're not giving yourself a hard time, and you'll do the things that make you feel good about yourself. Okay, so have a wonderful December. I will see you next week with some more chat. Have a good day.